Howdy folks, Ran here. Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a truck that's practically an American icon, even though it hails from Japan, the Toyota Tacoma. This pickup has earned a reputation tougher than a $2 steak, known for its grit, its go-anywhere attitude, and its knack for holding on to value like a squirrel with its last nut. But, like any long-running legend, not every chapter in its story is a golden one. Some years, the Tacoma was the undisputed king of the compact pickup world, a reliable workhorse you could bet your last dollar on. Over the decades, Toyota has tweaked, refined, and sometimes, well, maybe missed the mark a little with the Tacoma. We've seen generations come and go, each with its own set of quirks, strengths, and yes, occasional weaknesses. So, if you're in the market for a used Tacoma, or just curious about which models truly stand the test of time and which ones might give you a headache or two, you've come to the right place. We're going to sort through the accolades and the advisories, the champions and the challengers. Our mission today is to sift through the years, separating the truly outstanding models from those that, shall we say, had a few more bumps in the road. We'll look at what made the great ones great, the engines, the build quality, the sheer refusal to quit, and we'll also shine a light on the years where things weren't quite so rosy, exploring the common complaints and issues that potential buyers should be aware of. So grab a metaphorical cup of coffee, settle in, and let's talk Tacoma. Alright, let's kick things off with what many consider the golden age for the Tacoma, the first generation, specifically the model years from 1997, right through to 2004. These trucks, folks, are the stuff of legend. They built the foundation for the Tacoma's reputation for being virtually indestructible. When you talk to owners of these early models, you hear a common refrain: reliability, reliability, reliability. They were built simple, built tough, and built to last. The engineering focus seemed to be on creating a vehicle that could take a beating and keep on ticking, rather than being loaded with fancy gadgets that might cause trouble down the line. These trucks were straightforward, honest machines designed for hard work and adventure. The beauty of these first-gen Tacomas, especially those from 97 to 04, lies in their remarkable durability and the surprisingly minimal issues reported by their owners. Sure, like any vehicle that's been around the block a few times, you might encounter some minor wear and tear, but significant wallet-busting problems were notably rare. Most of the issues that did pop up tended to be pretty small potatoes, often only appearing after the odometer clicked past the 100,000-mile mark. Things like small electrical gremlins or minor trim pieces needing attention, generally inexpensive to fix. It's not uncommon to see these trucks still running strong well over 200,000, even 300,000 miles, provided they've received just a bit of regular TLC. They just don't quit. Moving into the second generation, which brought a bigger, bolder Tacoma to the market, we find a real gem in the 2010 model year. After some initial teething issues in the earlier years of this generation, Toyota seemed to hit its stride by 2010. This particular year stands out for its strong reliability records, making it a highly recommended option for those looking for a more modern Tacoma without venturing into brand new territory. Owners consistently reported high levels of satisfaction, and the truck performed admirably in various consumer surveys, focusing on dependability and long-term ownership experience. This wasn't just a fluke, it was a testament to Toyota's commitment to refining their product. What makes the 2010 Tacoma a solid choice is its lower propensity for major drivetrain or engine problems, which can be the Achilles heel of many other trucks. While no vehicle is entirely immune to issues, the 2010 model showed a significant reduction in widespread complaints compared to some of its predecessors and even some of its contemporaries. Furthermore, it benefited from fewer recalls, meaning less unexpected trips to the dealership and more peace of mind for the owner. It's a year where the Tacoma really lived up to its reputation for being a trusty companion. Whether you were using it for daily commuting, weekend projects, or off-road adventures, it just did its job and did it well. Fast forward a few years within that same second generation, and we land on another excellent choice, the 2013 Toyota Tacoma. By this point, Toyota had even more time to iron out any kinks and perfect the platform. The 2013 model continued the positive trend we saw with the 2010 version, consistently earning high marks for reliability from both industry experts and, more importantly, from the folks who drove them every day. These trucks were well into their production cycle, meaning the manufacturing processes were dialed in, and any common issues from earlier in the generation had largely been addressed. This maturity in the production cycle often translates to a more dependable vehicle. Owners of the 2013 Tacoma frequently praised its robust build quality and the relatively trouble-free ownership experience. Reports of major mechanical failures, particularly concerning the engine or transmission, were notably scarce. This model year also benefited from a lower number of recalls compared to some other years, which is always a good sign. It's a truck that you could buy with confidence, knowing that it was built on a proven platform and had a track record of delivering solid performance without a lot of drama. Whether it was hauling gear or just getting you from A to B, the 2013 Tacoma was a dependable partner. As we approach the end of the second generation's run, the 2014 Toyota Tacoma emerges as another strong contender for one of the best years. It's like Toyota took all the lessons learned from the previous years of this generation and poured them into making the 2014 model as solid as possible. This truck continued to uphold the Tacoma's reputation for ruggedness and dependability, making it a sought-after model in the used market. Owner surveys and reliability reports from this period frequently placed the Tacoma at or near the top of its class, which speaks volumes about its overall quality and the satisfaction it delivered to those who owned one. The 2014 Tacoma really shines when you look at its track record for avoiding major mechanical headaches. Issues with the engine, transmission, or critical drivetrain components were relatively uncommon, allowing owners to enjoy their trucks without the constant worry of expensive repairs looming. Recalls were also less frequent for this model year, indicating a well-sorted vehicle from the factory. For anyone looking for a mid-size pickup that combines proven reliability with a good dose of capability, the 2014 Tacoma represents a sweet spot, offering a mature design that had been refined over nearly a decade of production. It's a testament to Toyota's continuous improvement philosophy. The 2015 Toyota Tacoma marks the final year of the highly successful second generation, and it certainly went out on a high note. Think of it as the culmination of a decade of refinement and improvement. By this point, Toyota had pretty much perfected the recipe for this iteration of the Tacoma, resulting in a truck that is widely regarded as one of the most reliable and trouble-free options available in its class for that model year. It's a popular choice for used truck buyers precisely because it represents the most mature version of that beloved generation, benefiting from all the running changes and quality improvements made over its lifespan. Owners of the 2015 Tacoma consistently report high levels of satisfaction, citing its rugged dependability and low running costs as major plus points. Major drivetrain issues are rare, and the truck generally scores very well in long-term reliability studies. Complaint rates are low, and while no vehicle is entirely recall-proof, the 2015 model had a relatively clean slate in that department. If you're looking for a second-generation Tacoma, the 2015 model is arguably one of the best you can get, offering a proven design, excellent reliability, and that classic Tacoma toughness that people have come to expect and appreciate. It's a solid, no-nonsense pickup. Now let's jump into the third generation with the 2018 Toyota Tacoma. After a bit of a rocky start for the third gen in its initial couple of years, which we'll touch on later, by 2018, Toyota had managed to address many of the early concerns, bringing the reliability back up to the standards folks expect from a Tacoma. These more recent models benefit from updated technology and a host of modern safety features, making them appealing for buyers who want a bit more than just basic trucking. The 2018 model year in particular started to show a marked improvement in owner satisfaction and fewer widespread complaints. While any newer vehicle can have the occasional hiccup, the issues reported for the 2018 Tacoma were generally minor or were proactively addressed by Toyota through service bulletins or recalls. This proactive approach is key to maintaining owner trust. The truck scored well in reliability ratings for this year, indicating that the refinements made to the powertrain and other systems were paying off. So, if you're looking for a newer Tacoma that blends modern amenities with that legendary Toyota dependability, the 2018 model is a solid contender, representing a point where the third generation really started to hit its stride. Alright, so continuing the upward trend in the third generation, the 2019 Toyota Tacoma, well, it really built upon the improvements we saw in the 2018 model. This year, it also scores quite well for reliability, showing that Toyota was actively listening to customer feedback and refining the truck. You'll find, relatively few widespread complaints about major mechanical issues for the 2019 Tacoma, and any problems that did surface were often isolated or quickly handled by recalls or service campaigns. This dedication to quality control helps solidify the Tacoma's place as a dependable choice in the competitive mid-size truck market. The 2019 model benefits significantly from Toyota's suite of safety features, often bundled as Toyota Safety Sense P or TSSP. This includes things like a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and dynamic radar cruise control. These features, combined with the Tacoma's inherent toughness and improved reliability for this model year, make it an attractive option for those who want a capable truck that also offers modern driver aids. It's a good blend, really, of old-school truck utility and new-school technology, all while maintaining that core Toyota reputation for building vehicles that last. Rounding out our list of the best years, we have the 2020 Toyota Tacoma. By this point in the third generation, Toyota had introduced further refinements and updates, including some much-appreciated tech upgrades like standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and often a power-adjustable driver's seat, which addressed some earlier criticisms. The 2020 model continued to demonstrate strong reliability, with relatively few owner complaints about significant mechanical failures. It's a testament to Toyota's ongoing commitment to not just resting on their laurels, but actively working to make their vehicles better year after year. Issues reported for the 2020 Tacoma are generally minor in nature, or are the types of isolated incidents you might find with any mass-produced vehicle, rather than widespread systemic problems. Any recalls issued were typically handled efficiently by Toyota, minimizing inconvenience to owners. This model benefits from all the accumulated knowledge and improvements of the third generation, coupled with the latest available safety features and in-cabin technology. For those seeking a very recent used Tacoma that offers a great balance of modern features, proven capability, and solid dependability, the 2020 model year is an excellent place to look. Now, we need to talk about the other side of the coin. While the Tacoma has a stellar reputation overall, some years just weren't as kind to owners. The early years of the second generation, specifically from 2005 to 2009, unfortunately, fall into this category. These trucks, while still capable in many ways, were plagued by a number of frustrating and sometimes costly issues that prospective buyers really need to be aware of. One of the most notorious problems was with the paint. Owners reported significant issues with paint chipping, peeling, and premature fading, especially on certain colors, which is more than just a cosmetic concern. It can lead to rust if not addressed. But the paint was just the tip of the iceberg for these model years. A far more serious concern was frame rust. Many Tacomas from this era, particularly those in regions using road salt, suffered from severe frame corrosion that could, in the worst cases, lead to frame ruptures. Toyota did implement a frame replacement program, but it's a critical thing to check for. Beyond that, these 2005 to 2009 models also saw a higher incidence of engine and transmission malfunctions, including issues with head gaskets and automatic transmission failures. And to top it off, failures of the lower ball joints were a known problem, which could be a serious safety hazard if they failed while driving. Just when you thought the second generation might have smoothed out all its wrinkles after the 2005 to 2009 period, the 2011 and 2012 model years threw a few more curveballs. While perhaps not as plagued by the severe frame rust issues of their earlier counterparts, though vigilance is still advised, these 2 years developed their own set of common complaints that can make ownership less than stellar. Owners of 2011 and 2012 Tacomas reported a higher incidence of annoying engine bay noises, various whirs, clicks, and rattles that could be difficult to diagnose and frustrating to live with day in and day out. It's the kind of thing that can slowly drive you mad. Beyond just noises, these models also gained a reputation for having somewhat fragile headlights, with lenses prone to hazing, cracking, or internal moisture buildup, diminishing light output, and looking unsightly. More concerning were the engine issues that some owners experienced, especially as the miles piled on. These included noticeable vibrations at certain RPMs and unusual noises emanating from the engine, sometimes indicative of more significant internal wear or problems with accessories. While not every 2011 or 2012 Tacoma will suffer these fates, the increased frequency of these complaints means buyers should approach these model years with a bit more caution and a thorough pre-purchase inspection. Well, there you have it, folks. A pretty comprehensive look at the Toyota Tacoma, warts and all. We've journeyed through the years, highlighting the models that truly earned their stripes as dependable workhorses. The kind of trucks that make you proud to own them. The ones that just keep going when others have long since given up the ghost. These are the Tacomas that built the legend. The ones that make you nod and say, "Yep, that's a Toyota." From the rugged simplicity of the late first generation to the refined capability of certain second and third gen years, there are some truly outstanding trucks in this lineage. But as we've seen, even legends can have a few off years. It's important to remember that no truck is perfect, and the Tacoma is no exception. We've pointed out some model years where you might want to tread a bit more carefully, do a little extra homework, and maybe get a real thorough inspection before you sign on the dotted line. Knowing about potential pitfalls like frame rust, paint problems, or specific engine quirks can save you a whole lot of headache and heartache down the road. It's not about bashing the truck, it's about being an informed consumer. Ultimately, the Toyota Tacoma, for the most part, is a heck of a pickup. It's earned its reputation for a reason. The key is to do your research, know which years shine the brightest, and which ones might need a little more scrutiny. Hopefully, this rundown helps you on your journey, whether you're looking to buy or just satisfying your curiosity. This is Ran, reminding you to choose wisely, drive safely, and maybe, just maybe, get a little mud on those tires. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.